Hello guys, I am back with another gameplay video because I'm testing for the national championship at the moment. I'm trying some teams out, so I wanted to share a video of one team I tried out. It's kind of laggy at the moment, but it will get better if the game takes a while. So it's only laggy at the start. So this is the team I was trying out because of the new rules. This is like a Cannibal Draft. This is like a substitution for Lucky Luke. Puchan, Ferris, like the whole Puchan crew over here on the right side. And I also tried, first of all I tried with Milkluva without Cannibal Draft. But I figured that without something that boosts the movement of Diver Burrell, this team is quite predictable. So I needed something like, I explained it in my tips and tricks video of team building and setup, that you need something to modify your movement, especially with the main characters of your team. And because of that, I tried something else to change the movement of my Diver Barrel with Cannibal Jav. And also with the Gulary. So this is a pretty interesting Krosmaster. It's way worse than Lucky Luke, but what can you do if you can only play one boss? So Henol is too important for the Diver setup. The only problem over here is that Henol can only really buff one figurine. With the other ones, it's not that important. Like most figurines don't get a boost with the AP. So let's see how it turns out. Our opponent is playing Count Harebourg and Queen of the Tofus. And here I decide to go for farming many karmas. Because the damage output of Count Hareboug is not that big anyway, and if my core takes damage, it's not that big of a deal. So because of that, I decide to go aggressive over here. I want to collect these 3 karmas with Diver Barrel. And then I collect the... yeah. Here I can collect the karma of Henol because Queen of the Tofus is far away. And also, if the setup is like that, I can push my Diver Barrel next turn or my Gulary. No, I cannot push my Gulary actually. I think I should have placed my Cannibal Draft over here, such that I can push my Diver Barrel and afterwards my Gulary. So this probably would have been a better play. But I think it was the first game of this exact setup. Before that I played without Ferris and Cannibal Draft. Instead I played Milkluva for more damage. So, but now I'm trying some things out. I'm not sure if Diver Barrel has enough damage output to be reasonable in a swarm team. But I'm so used to this combination, that's why I try it out. Let's see. Okay. It's just collecting karma, so nothing unusual here. I also collected over here because now I collected 16 karmas in the first turn. This is pretty good actually. Puchan can throw my clock next turn over here, so he's reachable. The one problem is that my Ferris cannot be reached with Puchan, but that isn't that bad. I haven't figured out a setup yet where I can collect the karmas with Ferris and still be able to reach him with Puchan next turn. So I'm a bit sick at the moment, so maybe you hear some, yeah. Some coughing. Okay, now he spawns 2 dudes with 3 health. They will be quite annoying, I assume. And he will tries to block the movement for my Diver Barrel a little bit. But at least I can now attack them and give him damage. So I think this is not a big deal with this one. I think Count Frigos is a bit more annoying if he gets the AP boost. If you hit his mid, no, he doesn't get the AP boost. He gets AP if he gets damage. Yeah, That's the point of Count Frigost. And there is the problem with Count Frigost. If he gets 2 AP, he can spawn 4 of these guys. I don't know how they called. So. And with this Krosmaster, I don't think it's that big of a deal if he has many AP, because he doesn't have many great abilities other than spawning more dudes. So let's see. Maybe we can use my clock very effectively against this. So he moves away. So this would be a good my clock spot to take over here. Maybe split the damage with the other Krosmasters a little bit. And the rest of my Krosmasters could attack Count Hareboug. This should be a pretty high damage output actually. Skip a little bit. Okay, let's see here. In the shop there is this plus range item and plus movement, and there is the aqua buff. And here I decide to not go for Count Hareboug because this team cannot kill him in one turn anyway this turn. So what I decide to do here is instead I want to kill a figurine such that he kind of loses something this turn, because otherwise I just take Count Hareboug, deal him a couple of damage, and then he can attack me back with everything he has. So I decide to go for the kill on Lawr over here with the 12 Karma item with 3 health and 1 range and 1 movement. I can walk over here, here, and cannot be blocked by this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then range is 5. So I decide to take him twice with critical strike. That's why I go here to collect the karma, because I cannot attack anyone anyway, because I don't want to go too close to him with this Krosmaster. I probably should have kept him somewhere around here, because this is way too far away for someone who is needed to push my Krosmaster. So here probably would have been a better spot in my opinion. And my Gulary needs to buy items, so she cannot attack the guys, because I need the items in Diver Barrel's turn. I cannot go shopping, because this would be a way too offensive spot for him to be in. But what I can do is I can still attack one of them. Probably this one, but don't think it really matters, or this one. And then buff Diver Barrel. And also if this one would have standed here, he would have also been buffed by Henold. This would be also great for next turn. Because of 8 AP he can attack 4 times with the 0 damage spell. With critical this could be worth something, so let's see. Now I activate this item, and next turn I have the aqua buff ready. If I maybe next turn can deal more damage to Count Hareboug with my other Krosmasters. Right now I'm also dealing many damage, so with my clock on these ones, with more Lawr, I can also take either Count Hareboug or his pets. So his more Lawr died. I would have liked to kill Steamy, but Steamy is too defensive back there, so cannot do much about that. Here I make a minor mistake, I think. I push the tower away, but I put myself in range of my clock's attack. So here it would have been a bad spot also, because he could take my shuffle with the core, and I don't wanted him to do that. So I probably shouldn't have done this pushing back. There's really no big point of doing that, except that he has to move 1 space over here if he wants to get healed next turn. But this is not that big of a deal. And the problem right now is that I need to attack my shovel right now if I want to kill all of them. So My Ferris wants to heal himself back up, so I have the choice whether I want to attack this over here or not. And because of that, I also should have attacked this one over here with Phenol, and I did that because otherwise Ferris could kill this one, and then my clock would hit one target less, and this would be worse. So right now I split the damage up such that Count Hareboug takes the most damage, but gets the most AP also. So, but like that I can also kill this guy. So this is too important because they have a good damage output, I would say. So I decided to go for him because my clock can take all of them. So, and if he doesn't kill them, he at least steals them AP such that they cannot attack. I think they cannot attack. I'm not sure. So maybe I check this one. If they lose 1 AP, if they still can attack. So let's check. Mobs. How are they called? Bubutron, probably. Yeah, they can attack anyway, so they have 4 AP and the spell costs 3 AP. Yeah, then. Never mind. So let's see what he will do this turn with his 12 AP. I dealt some damage to him and also killed one Krosmaster. I think it was better that his more Lawr is dead and his Count Hareboug has 5 damage less. So I think that's the better trade-off in my opinion. I want to kill some Krosmasters if possible. Especially because his damage output is not that high. So I can try and decide to kill the other Krosmasters if possible. Maybe this turn, if he positions himself not that great, I can try and go for the kill with my Aqua buff. Let's see what he will do first. He's not sure. He's spawning more dudes, probably. Yeah. He wants to block my path such that I cannot reach him that easily. There are 3 dudes. And then now he walks away. Pushes my Ferris back. But now he's behind the tree, such that his queen cannot attack him easily. That's not that bad. Except when she walks over here, but then I can attack her back and heal 2 life back up, so this would be not that great idea. Now he pushes my dive barrel back in server. But right now he can not be blocked because I can walk around here with my 4 movement. I only need 3 because he has 5 range and then attack his Count Hareboug. So let's fast forward a little bit. What he will do. His queen's not doing much. Only spawning a Tofu. And blocking my ways a little bit for my clock. But because my core Gulary is moving away anyway, my clock can freely walk over there and attack this core with the cross attack and then hit all 3 of them. So this is very good target. Okay, let's see. 14 health. This is quite a big health pool. Let's see what I can do here. I rolled 2 armor. I probably should check the shop here. There is only movement. But I cannot... There's not much things I can do actually. My Cannibal Jav cannot do that much. I can just try and kill his dudes. and do damage like that his Bubutrons. That's how they called. So if I kill this one over here with my Gulary, I can attack this one with Cannibal Jarf with the 5 AP spell. I think that's the best because I cannot push anyone anyway. So pushing him all over here is no point in doing that. My core can kill that one, and then my Lawr can hit this one with the fist, and my Diver can attack him directly. The one problem is my Diver cannot be buffed by Eno because he's way too far away. So I can only attack once, but that should be fine actually. So, and the reason why I put my Cannibal Jarf over here is because I wanted to be able to shop next turn with him if this all die, if depending such that I can reach the shop. Because if I probably want to buy the movement item for my core, such that she can attack next turn maybe. And I also don't want to buy it right now because, yeah, then he knows about it and it's too predictable, my movement. So I told about this in my Demonic Rewards video. If you can check it out if you want. I will put a link over here on the top. So let's see. Now I buffed Cannibal Jarf because I didn't have anything else to do. And now I'm thinking where I want to move him. I decide to let him stand here. Not sure if this is a good idea. Actually, I don't think it is. Because he can easily... I can push him back with the shovel. No, the shovel has 1 AP less. So one problem with standing here is that his core can walk over here with the movement buff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then attack my Henual. But then the other Krosmasters cannot attack him. But if he before that he maybe, I don't know. Okay. He cannot hit me with his Bubutrons because then my Henual is pushed back and then the core cannot reach me. So this shouldn't be that big of a deal. And here I also kept standing here with my Diver because I don't want him to be able to attack me easily with both of them, or depending with this one also, so it's not necessary. And I will also walk away with my Lawr, such that it will be harder for him to attack with this one. Here I just kill a Tofu because there's no point in throwing someone somewhere, so. And here 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want to move near the Tofu, this is a big problem. But at the same time I also want to try and kill the Tofu with my Ferris. And then move back over here, I think. Just to gain the life back, the 2 life from the Bobotron attack. And then, yeah, this should work out, I think. Because I cannot reach any one of them, and I also don't want to be in the range of my mic lock if I attack all of them. So now here I attack this one with the fist because there's only 1 health, I think. Now it dies, okay, perfect. And now I probably should walk away. Okay, I walk over here. So it doesn't really matter if he attacks my core or this one, so because this one is safe anyway, he gets only 1 attack. So I decided to go a bit more offensive for next turn. And I don't want to go over here and do the cross attack on his core, because this one don't get stealed AP anyway, and I only deal 1 damage or something, and I risk my clock easily if I go over here. So right now he can only attack my core with his core, otherwise he could easily kill my Myclock, and I don't want him to be able to do that. Because attacking his many Bobotrons or his many Krosmasters with Myclock is very good all the time, so let's see. The positioning is not optimal here, I have to say. I probably should have walked my Ferris over here, because now I cannot throw anyone. I'm really not used to this combination of Puchan and Ferris and Myclock. So probably should have moved Ferris over here instead of over here. Then I would at least be able to throw Myclock. And I could also position Puchan over here after killing the Tofu. Or maybe even over here. And then I would be way more flexible with the Puchan ability. So I really need to get used to Puchan. Krosmaster I haven't played that often before. So let's see what he will do. He has 7 health left. He's buying at 12 a gold reward in the dark. And let's see what it is. Probably he will show it. Ah, he's tried to steal some life back. 9 life. And then he goes offensively in there, so this is quite offensive, I have to say. So now you see the big gain of me positioning my Cannibal Draft over here. As I said before, I wanted to be able to shop with him because of the 2 movement item. And right now I can walk over here and buy the 2 movement item. And then attack him with my Gulary. So this is a pretty big deal because the free damage of Gulary is quite high. Okay. Okay. So he's collecting the karmas. And he buy the health potion, so right now I need to try and kill him. I don't know what he bought there that he didn't activate. So I'm not sure about that one. But he's buying many items for his Count Hareboug, so I need to try and kill him. So how much damage do I have? Let's see, I can take him for 3, and then I can take him for 2 more, so this is 5. Then I can attack here, this will be 6, and Hino can take this one also, this is 7. Myclock can attack him also, this is 8. So this is around 8 damage. Because Ferris can kill the Tofu. So I think I should go for the critical over here on Diver, Birel and on Coagulary. Because there won't be that many items in the shop that I can use. What I also thought about here is attacking him 4 times, I think, with critical and Cannibal Jaws. But I think it's better to just buy the movement item for Coagulary and try and move over here and attack him. The one problem with that is I need to dodge Coagulary or the Bubu drop. Otherwise, if my core gets blocked, it's a pretty big deal, so this would be 3 damage less. And another item which is useful is the weapon for which can attack for 2 AP. Because my Diver Barrel has 2 AP left anyway, and now he's critical strike. And with the weapon he can attack with 1 more damage. And the critical item is also great, because I can buy it on Hinoal, and then Hinoal can attack Can attack Count Hareboug directly with critical. Probably should have bought it on my clock, I think. But with my clock there is the minor chance that Ferris... No. Wait a second, can my clock even reach him? No, my clock can only walk because it can... No, I can throw my clock over here. So I probably should have given my clock critical instead of Koa, for example. Or I should given Koa dodge, that would be the best ability. Just giving dodge and critical. But it's pretty hard to think about giving someone dodge, so... And it doesn't really matter if I give the critical to Gulary or my clock. Now that I think about it, with my clock I also hit my Krosmasters, so probably I should not give him critical, instead give it to Gulary. So it's a good idea. So he has 4 health left, and now I do 3 more base damage and 1 direct damage from if I do 1 damage over here, except when he rolls armor. And I go for 3 weapon attacks because I have critical strike. And with critical strikes you do more damage on average if you go for more attacks. This is a higher variance, but the overall damage is higher. So if I needed to do 1 damage, it would be better to take the 2 damage spell. Otherwise this one is better. I hope you enjoyed this video. This time I was back with another gameplay video. I probably have to break the tips and tricks series for now, at least until the national championship, because 2 of my teams are not playable right now because of the new boss changes, so I have to test some new teams. Because of that I probably will upload some more gameplays the next couple of weeks with different teams. So I hope you enjoyed this new team I tested out. And if you like this video, you can always subscribe to my channel or follow me on Twitter if you like to hear about my next videos. Bye, see you next time.